rolling?
Are we acting natural?
What are we doing?
There we go. And I got to congratulate the Cougars because when you're the Washington Huskies, they committed, I think, 18 penalties.
Favored by what, 21 points?
Well, and the thing, you can always see, and I was a guy that played defense, you can always see it when your defense comes out and they're in the fourth quarter and you're in that 2-point stance, but you don't have your hands up, you have your hands on your knees and you're leaning on your knees. Those guys were as gassed as the Seahawk defense was yesterday when they were down in Miami. And so Tony and I, early when they got it, did you get the first text message? Everyone knows Tony's a Cougar fan. I'm a Washington fan.
Yes.
We had a bet on this.
Mm-hmm. $100 bet.
For $100.
Did I start to the charity of your choice? Did I start sending text messages when we got 18 up? Or I think the first one I sent was, don't forget to make your checkout to the Northwest Harvest, or would you like to you want to do it in 20s, or just give me a C note, or just a
you
check?
were rubbing it in at that point.
I
when
was.
the Huskies were up
Talking
20.
smack.
He was making me miserable, and I was miserable already.
I knew you were.
I was ready to leave the Apple Cup party I was at.
You had your lucky hat on that wrong
but I
game.
did have my lucky hat. Turned out to be a very lucky hat. But then Don got more conciliatory as the game went on.
I did. I did.
If I know Big T, there came a point in the game where you couldn't watch anymore, and you went somewhere quiet and got like a sandwich or
You're right.
a Cohiba.
I went to meditate for a while, and then I heard a screaming and yelling going on at the party where the big screen was. So I came back in, and the Cougs were coming back.
They were coming
Yeah,
back.
so it was a great weekend, wasn't it?
Boy, did they come. So
Yeah.
you and I were going back and forth. And what was the bet? We had two bets going, right? You and I had a $100 bet. I tried to make it $1,000. You could be $1,000. Your charity could be $1,000 richer today.
I know.
you tried to raise it from 100 to
I'm
1,000.
kicking myself for that.
Well, the amazing thing is, I gave you 20 points. Didn't I give you 20 points?
I had the Cougs plus 20, and in the middle of the game, when the Cougars had turned the tide, Don offered to go double or nothing with me.
Right, and you didn't bite on that.
No, because I'd already won.
All right, so
I wanted your money.
When we were up by 18, I thought because we had the momentum, and I thought, wow, I'm going to get my 20 points, and I'm going to get my check for Northwest Harvest. And then that just blew up on me. But here's the thing that's upsetting to me, and one of the reasons why I feel like the bet is nullified. Tony and I, what was the other bet?
Ron, you can't let him do this.
Tony, we had two bets going simultaneously. What was the other bet?
No, we didn't have a monetary bet.
We had a bet about potatoes.
We had a man-to-man mono bet.
What was the man-to-man potato bet?
About the side
What
bet.
was the potato bet we had?
I was going to make my world-famous Big T's Mega Crock-Pot mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving.
Right.
And then bring you in some in a container.
Right.
Your sister, I guess, makes killer mashed potatoes.
She's a chef, yes.
Okay, something with chili gravy or something.
Chili
So
green
we were
gravy.
going to have the staff compare and see who won.
Right, we're going to bring it in.
But there was no money on that.
We're going to compare. No, these two bets were tied to each other.
no,
No,
they
they
weren't.
weren't. There was no linkage
I
whatsoever.
knew you were going to try this.
So all of a sudden, in
John
the
tries this
middle,
every time.
When did you send me a text message, basically waving the white flag and saying the potatoes will not be there on Monday?
Well, when it became apparent to me, the family called an audible on me. My daughter was responsible for the mashed potatoes
Blaming
and
this
said,
on
"We
the
don't have time to deal with
blaming
this."
this on the
Everybody
family.
was stressed out,
All right.
so they just went for plain mashers.
All right, so you didn't bring your potatoes today.
I did not.
Sean, how does it smell in the control room, the Ronadon control room right now? How's it smell in
It
there?
smells delicious.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Guess what's in there?
I can't guess.
My sister Beth, her famous mashed potatoes. She also made a little pozole
really?
with the
Wow.
turkey that I made. She made some pozole, and then along with that, we brought the green chili gravy.
I'm not letting you back out of
So-
this
so
bet.
There's no way-
I'm letting you back out of this
hang
bet.
Hang on.
There's
hang
no
on.
way
no
these
way.
are as good
Hang on.
as my potatoes.
Hang on. Well, you can't say that because you didn't bring yours.
But I've eaten them
you
before.
didn't
I've had
bring-
my
you
potatoes.
didn't
There's no
bring-
way these are as good.
You didn't bring your potatoes. You said that you were going to bring them today. That was a promise. So I got my check right here, but the check is connected to the potato.
Don,
No, it's not. There's
Don.
no
I
way.
don't
Libby,
feel like I can really
Libby,
hand
help
this
us
check
out here.
over because the check is
No.
connected to the potato bet.
No way.
Because what
It
I'm
is.
planning on doing,
It is.
Don, is you're giving me $100 from my local food bank
was
in
for
the corner.
charity.
I'm going to match that $100. I'm matching it.
Now
know what?
you're helping.
I'm matching the
hungry
$100.
people.
Well, I don't feel like I should have to give your food bank $100. This is what I think we should do.
A lot of needy people in the Skagit Valley.
Let's take our situation and put it up on our official Facebook page. And between now and the top 5 at 5, we'll take votes on our official Facebook page.
Man,
and if everyone votes that because to me,
in a poker room, you would be beaten to a pulp outside in the alley.
To me, we're going to let the Ronadon Nation
I've
decide.
learned a big lesson here.
And I think with the Ronadon
Never
Nation,
give action to Don.
Can we put this up on the Facebook page?
You never.
It's going up.
All right. So the potatoes are going to sit there nice and warm in the pozole and everything else. And then we're going to have a vote up until, let's say, the top 5 at 5. So at 5:03 tonight, We'll come back. We'll count up the votes, and if everybody in the Ron and Don Nation decides, even though you're kind of a welcher when it comes to bet, if they decide
Don, a bet is a bet. You owe me $100
that I should turn this check over,
and I'm going to match it.
I will fill the check
You know
out.
what?
But if not, then that's the way it goes.
I didn't want to have to do this.
And that's the way it goes.
Because I went to the University of Washington, but you're forcing me to do this.
Here's the snap. It is Price,
Yeah.
the quarterback, back, and he's caught behind the line. Just intercepted.
Don, I will never make a bet with you again.
Cougars are going to win the ball game. Washington State with an interception.